What's good, bro? Today I want to talk about branded dropshipping and essentially my exact framework I use to build branded stores up from scratch and the meta ads formula I use for them. Now, you've probably heard the term branded dropshipping a whole bunch of times and it might have put you off, but it's what I try to do with every single store I build, because then I am building an asset that should grow and grow and grow and then have real exit value in a couple years' time. Meaning I am building a stable business which has so much value that someone else wants to acquire. And this to me is what life is all about. Building things I am passionate about, doing them well, and then passing them off. And because of how I run things, I know I can rinse and repeat. I can build brand after brand after brand. And this is how I take brands to 7-8 figures. So I'm really not going to hold anything back throughout this video. And essentially, the framework all builds around the product. Obviously, product research is still at the core of branded dropshipping. So what I do is I find a niche and then I find a sub niche within that. An example of this would be like at home workout, and then I go into home Pilates. I'm going to show you a bit more about that as we go through. I look for a product with an AOV that can be done of at least $60. The other thing I like to have in my product is multiple upsells, cross sells, after sale products, right? It's all about increasing that lifetime value of a customer. Is there products that also can blend with the main product? Other people would of course want. It's a no-brainer for them to buy them as well, and it just makes sense. It just adds a bit more brand value. So another optional step here is, depending on the power of your brand, how much faith you have in it and the knowledge you have, is, break even on the first sale. Because of the type of product you sell, the customer's going to come back and again and again and again. So you might make the profit from this customer on the second or third order. Now, that first acquisition is going to be so easy to get because you're only trying to break even. You've just got to have a good amount of capital to actually stay afloat, keep yourself in the game. I want a product that will never go out of fashion. For it to go out of fashion, there needs to be a world war going on. Right? We need to be back on rations. That's the type of product I want. I don't want something like a Labubu. I don't want that type of shit. I want a product that people will buy in winter, in summer, today, next year. If not, there's no point being in that product. So it's usual for a product to have ups and downs, but it's still got to sell year round. Something else I look for is, how easy is this to get to customers? Is it going to be some large box, some large package that's going to cost a fortune to ship? We're going to be prone to all kinds of issues with it. It's nightmares. We want small boxes, small packages to get to our customers. So much easier. Also, a lot easier too if you want to go into in-stock, like in-house storage with your supplier at home or with a 3PL. You'd much rather be able to utilize your space further because more of your products can fit in. And I always look for it to be a scroll stopper. It's got to be able to catch your eye, at least somehow. Maybe it's the product that's a scroll stopper, or maybe it's a way that you can market it. So, some good examples here of this home Pilates is Alhano. He does an at-home Pilates thing. We see here this interest, it just keep going up and up and up. It has these upticks in Q4. That's fine, but this is a product that sells year round. And again, it also can match with at-home workouts. So it can be Pilates, and this one is at-home workouts. It has these multiple audiences that it can go into. That is what we want. Now, we have another one here. So it's this supernova, like pelvis Kegel. They do about $500,000 a month. They've been going for nearly a year. Look, they're not tracked by many people if people want to jump on this. But take a look at their branded approach. They are doing $500,000 a month with this as their branding, with this as their product images, because they've got great information in place. They're really trying to build up the brand image of this, hitting the pain points, knowing their audience, knowing their wants and needs of the audience and really dialing into that. And then they also have this product here for MRR, monthly recurring revenue. A brand is extremely powerful when it has core products that sell and MRR ability. So if we take a look here, right, if you look at their USPs, they have so their audience is so large. They're targeting men, but for all of these different issues they could potentially have. So when it comes to marketing, offers, and angles, they know I have countless ones I can test. I can really dial in on my audience here and then shove other products down their throat. They have a whole bunch of different variations of this product. So like I briefly mentioned then, the next things I look for in the product before even going into it is the marketing capabilities of it. Potential angles, for example here, right? They have all these different pain points of men that they can go for. Offers, like here, on your first order, you're buying a bundle. Or you can just buy it on itself. But if you buy the bundle, you get a free mug, a free whisk, a free spoon. If you buy the El Hanel home Pilates kit, you get a gift card, you get training guide, Pilates socks, sweat belt. Offer testing is one of the most powerful things you need to put a lot of time and effort on. So this one here, you can buy 1 bag of wild coffee. Okay, but if you buy 2, it's a little bit more, well, it's nearly double in price, but you get all these free gifts valued at $27. Now, this is an app called Moon Bundle and Kaching Bundles. It's right here, right? This app here, you can set up these offers super easily. You can also split test offers. So say you wanted to do, okay, I know my angles, I've got good people coming to my site, I'm getting sales, but I think I can get more out of these customers. Now you offer test. So to do that, you have like your core offer, which maybe your core offer is a BOGO, a buy one, get one, right? You buy one, you get one free. You buy 2, you get free, like this one here, okay? Or now you have your BOGO as variant A in your split test, but now you want to do a variant B. This one's going to be buy 1, buy 2, but if you buy 2, you get free gifts. Now this app will also like unlock them as you select them and stuff. It's pretty damn cool. Again here, right? Here's their offer, the free gifts. Super easy to implement. These products are just products on the site. When purchased, these also get added to their order, so your supplier knows to ship them as well. So easy. Once you've got the traffic, once you've got the proof of concept of the product, you want to be offer testing, because we want to be increasing this AOV as much as humanly possible. The next thing I look for is the current content available on the market, i.e., is there creators pumping content out for it? Is there other brands using this content? And how easy would it be to make my own content? Can I order it in, get the product to my own home and easily take videos and pictures of it? Or can I send it to someone on my team who's going to do it and then be a very quick turnaround time? Another potential issue is like TOS issues when it comes to your ads, some stuff that Meta just don't allow you to do, huge health claims and whatnot. If you're trying to get into the supplement space, you can't just do super crazy health claims. So I always look to be pretty safe on that. You also, like I mentioned, your product needs to have a dedicated audience, not a product that people see and go, yeah, I like that, I might buy that. There needs to be an audience out there that when they see the product, it instantly solves a problem they're having. They want it. Now, I will talk more about that later. I've got some photos to show. But a lot of these products you see solve problems. Here, there's a dedicated audience because it solves problems. Here, there's a dedicated audience because it solves problems. Now, yes, this might be a vanity problem, but it is still a problem. A little touch I like to do to add brand image and perception to my stores is a little redesign, right? If I was selling skincare, it's Japanese skincare. Women love that at the minute. Wooden tables is my product. It's Scandinavian furniture. You find these places that are like super on trend countries for X, Y, or Z, and just piggyback off that. You know, this Pilates machine is the secret to Japanese longevity. Right? It might be. It might be. Who knows? Right? And because we are putting this image across, we are coming across as a specialist in our niche and industry. Because we are so dialed in this one thing that we are the go-to. We are the experts at this. So a quick little rundown on what we've just talked about. Before we then go into the juicy ad strategy I use to implement on this, we want an evergreen product. It's met our criteria of what we need from the product and how we can scale it and whatnot. It sells year round. That means we can run it year round. Q4, we're going to get that uptick and we're going to rake it in. But it's going to sell in March. It's going to sell in January. It's going to sell in August. It's got a dedicated audience, so we can sell it year round and we can solve these problems of the customer. We can know why they're buying it and dial in on that by using angles, offers, and the content out there, right? Or making our own content. We've solved any potential issues already with this product, whether that was shipping headaches or whatnot, and we've gave it a brand image, okay? So we're really now ready. We've built our site. We've got a good product. We've built our site. We know which offers we're going to test with, right? Just launch with an A variant, just one offer that you think is going to do well. A BOGO is always good to launch with. Don't go too complicated until you get traffic. Once you get traffic, because you're getting success, that's when you can go deeper down rabbit holes and test a whole different bunch of things. But let's go over the ad strategy that you should implement for building out and testing new branded dropshipping products with meta ads. So the structure we want to go for is we want to have one CBO at about $100 a day starting budget, targeting the USA only. Now, we only sell to the USA because they have such high purchasing power. They basically fill a massive demographic of our audience. If we sell something, there's going to be people in America that want it. There's people out there that build brands that start in maybe the UK, in Germany, and they wish that they started in the USA because they would have made far more money. If you can sell it and build it in the USA, you can take it to Europe, you can take it anywhere else you need. So, USA. Yes, it's going to be a bit more expensive, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. We're just doing a broad targeting, no interests unless your niche requires narrowing. That's completely fine. Now, the creative and angle strategy we use. At the start, you don't really know, right? You might look at your competitors, TikToks, organic videos, ad libraries, meta ad library, whatever. Do the most obvious angles first. What is already working in the market? Once we've got an understanding of what is happening and the market and the industry, we can then get a bit more creative. But don't reinvent the wheel, right? So we could go for a problem and a solution, right? So like here, we have this. People worried about going clinics, low testosterone, erections, whatnot, issues. That's the problem. This product is now the solution to those problems, okay? So we show the pain point and a fast fix. We can also do social proof, people using the products, people's feedback on the products, unboxing on the products, lifestyle transformations, right? You know, if you can find out some of these, they're really great starting points. Now we want to build about 5 to 10 ads per campaign with variations in our hook. The first 3 seconds of the video, we're going to be trying out a whole different bunch of scroll stoppers, right? So these are screenshots from videos, but here's a few from Elhanel. POV, you found the best way to do a full body Pilates workout at home. There's the text hook. Now we want some sort of visual hook in the background too, right? This one's like, feel like you're eating all the right things, but not losing any weight. Now, how many people does that target? If you read that, you go, yeah, that's me, right? Yeah, I'm feeling that. Pilates is the only workout I found that will change your body in under a month. I'm going on holiday in a month. I need a transformation in a month. What's this about then? Pilates. Yeah, I know about Pilates. POV, you drop £10 in 1 month using this Pilates reform at home and you're in love. I could do with losing £10 in 1 month, right? There's a result, there's an outcome, and a timeline, right? A timeline adds so much power because a lot of people want to know how long stuff is going to take. They want it now. They want it instantly. So a short timeline like this with a great reward is super beneficial. Now look at their texts here. Why Pilates? Because your body deserves the best. And then a bunch of USPs. Because it works, right? This Labor Day, it's Labor Day weekend, your glow up moment. So look at this. They've already got Labor Day videos coming out for this weekend. Pilates at home, 40% off and 4 free gifts. They're targeting that. Your snatched waist is waiting for you. Seems to be their winner. Pilates at home. Okay, so now here's what they're doing. And this is what we would use to build out ours. Now, what we can do here is we can have a video, a UGC talking head, right? So maybe in the background, she's setting up the Pilates. She's doing the Pilates. And then down in the side here is a talking head talking about, I wish I found this sooner. My first 30 days of using it, I dropped £10. I can't believe it. And it's so incredibly fun and addictive. My boyfriend loves me even more now. You know, you've all seen those talking head style videos. Playing around with them. Meme style, clean product showcases. You know, and then offer positioning like they do here, right? Discount, bundle, urgency, that type of thing. Super easy to implement. Now, we've got the ad strategy in place. We need to get testing. So we launch $100 a day and we want it to run for at least 3 full days. The key signals we're monitoring is day 1, we need some purchase intent. We need some buyer intent on this. We need some add to carts and we need to have a good click-through rate. Okay. Day 2, we need some initiate checkouts, right? I'm hoping that in day 1, we get a sale straight away too. Day 2, we've got to have had a sale. If there's 0 buyer intent, you know, no add to cart, no checkouts, it would be killed here. The campaigns would just be turned off. And if we think, yes, there is still hope for this product, right, maybe the click-through rate's low, we would go, okay, look, I believe in this product a bit more. Let's go test some new angles. Let's go see what else there is. Day 3, we're focusing on purchase data. If profitable or near break even, then we carry on running and we keep trying to optimize. At this point, it could be a site issue. So we want to just be monitoring and testing absolutely everything. In these 3 days, we're not really touching the ads. The ads are just running. Meta is doing its thing. So we try and find potential issues elsewhere. So now let's hope your ads have launched and they're doing well. Okay, maybe you're profitable or break even day 3. So if profitable after 3 days, we increase our budget by 20% daily, nice and steady. We're not doing huge climbs, huge increments, and having this nice audience pool where we're getting sales. And then we've got Meta's gone, oh, right, okay, shit, the budget's been tripled. Right, new audience pool. Oh, I hope it'll work here. It doesn't. We're going to be nice and steady with this bad boy. Okay, we're in this for the long game, remember? We want to duplicate winning ad sets inside the campaign, right? It's like multiple soldiers are now in this campaign. They're at war for you. They're pumping away, right? They're running the same proven profitable setup, but now there's just a whole bunch of them. They're all lined up, going to work. And then we keep duplicating and stacking winners until the CBO builds into an army of profitable ad sets. Again, like I said here, avoid wild budget jumps because Meta will just punish erratic scaling. That's what we've always found. So now we have our ongoing tasks. We've got our ads going well. We've got our structure doing, we know how to do it. We know how to scale it up, but we need to have creative refresh. We can't let ad fatigue hit us. We have to be pumping in new stuff daily. So every single week, we're going to be launching a new CBO, $100 a day, right? And we're going to be going back to that initial framework. Where did we find these angles? Maybe we've done a bit of customer research now. We know more as to why they're clicking it, why they're wanting it. So we double down on winning angles and then we try and find new angles. So we're testing that weekly, $100 a day CBO. We're going to be running the same process. 3 days, monitor intent, kill or scale. Simple as that. right? And then we're rotating in fresh hooks and angles to prevent fatigue. And then winners from the creative tests we do each week get moved into the scaling campaign army. Super, super simple. I will talk about how to find more ideas for this in one of the sections to come. More targeting for Q4 because it is September 1st tomorrow. So this video will probably go out on September 1st. Now it's maintenance and optimization. We want to be cutting our underperformers quickly. If ROAS is less than 1 after 3 days, we're killing it. We want to keep feeding winners, new creatives, new hooks, new offers, and then we're duplicating at different budgets. Sometimes $100 a day, right? Winner struggle, yeah. Sometimes $100 a day winner struggles at $300 a day, but duplicating it into another $100 a day CBO keeps performance strong. There is some insanely weird patterns to this game. Don't be put off by them. Just try and play the game, essentially. Try and figure out what you can do here and just try this weird stuff. It does make sense, but it's also on the surface level so fucking weird. So our scaling philosophy behind this, these are the 3 things you're just going to do over and over and over and over again until you get absolutely insane. We're bumping budgets on winners, we're duplicating winning ad sets in our CBOs, and we're finding new winners because every single week we're testing new creatives. We're not being lazy, we're not being sloppy, we keep learning, we keep working, and then every single week our tests are going to be getting better. Then this turns the scale into a scaling machine, right? What has a predictable cycle. We know exactly what is going to happen. We do our testing, we identify winners, we then scale those winners, and then we replace fatigued ads, and then we repeat. By going back to creative testing, we find more winners. The more testing you do, the more winners you're going to find. The harder you work now means the more you're going to get out. Okay? So now we've got a bonus little Q4 cheat code. When you're a new branded dropshipping store, okay, you have competition. You have competitors who have maybe been at it a year, 2 years, 3 years. So what we can do is we can look back at their historical data. Now, what I like to do is piggyback off them. If it worked for them last year, chances are it's got a good chance of working for you too. So we go to Atria and we look at their Q4 history. We look at their inactive ads from Q4, right? Take notes of the sales they had, the offers and the angles they ran. Then we use a tool like AdSpy to see which of their ads got the most engagement, i.e. was their best performing ads, right? And then we recreate them to suit our brand and product. Now we're creating 3 to 6 variants of each confirmed winning ad style because it got huge engagement, it drove huge amounts of traffic, and then we're just noting when they launched them, when did they kill them, and we're basically mirroring it, and we're seeing what we can do. We're not solely relying on this method. We are doing our own methods, our own creative tests on our own timelines. But this is a way to use existing, established data to try and make your brand, grow a little bit quicker, especially in Q4, because we all know Q4 is just the most beautiful time of the year. Now, another thing, keep your normal ad campaigns separate to your Q4 campaigns. You want your evergreen campaigns that will sell in October, November, December, but they'll also sell in March and April. We don't want to interfere too much with them. We want to be building new army campaigns that are coming in with the sole purpose of Q4 domination. They are there to kill, and that is their mission. Once their mission is complete, they get turned off because your evergreen ones that you've babied, you've nurtured, you've gave good meals, you've took them out for a steak, you've wined and dined them, they're still ready to go, right? Whereas our Q4 army campaigns, maybe they got McDonald's. So boys, I hope this video helped. I really want each and every one of you to absolutely kill it this Q4. So if there's anything I can do for you, because you got this far in the video, drop me a message. You can message me on Discord or on Instagram. I respond to literally everyone. There's a few links down below, and I would appreciate if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for your time, bro.